Hi everyone and welcome to my Sims 4 Runaway Teen challenge. I feel like this challenge was popular many years ago and I never played it, so I just want to give it a go and I really hope you enjoy. So my plan is to take you through Create a Sim and introduce our sim here, who is Annie Thompson. She is our 17-year-old runaway teen and, as you can see, living in a tent. So let's begin, shall we? Let's go through Create a Sim using the best mod MC Command Center. If you don't have it already, you're missing out. So this is Annie. She is obviously still a teen and I've kind of sort of tried to dress her kind of still in a teen way, but I think it's really difficult when they look pretty much like an adult. There's barely any difference. So that was every day. This is formal, which I can't imagine she's ever going to be wearing much living in a tent, let's be honest. This is her athletic wear, rocking the red lip, you know, it suits the hair, I think it's great. You've got the sleepwear, which is just kind of a black all-in-one. You've got the party wear, which is this black dress and black boots. You'll notice black's kind of a theme we've got going here. It's one of our favourite colours to wear. I feel like it just suits her really well. You've got swimwear and you've got hot weather and cold weather. For cold weather, we've got two outfits. I feel like she's going to be in cold weather outfits a lot more than her everyday because she's living outside. So I thought I'd give her the two. So a bit more about Annie. She is a sim who wants a big happy family. She's never really had that sort of nice family feeling at home, so she wants to have that and have that nice relationship with her children that her parents never really had with her. She's also very creative. She wants to write and become an author. She is self-assured. She's kind of had to be to get by in her house. Her and her dad never really got on, so she's had to kind of stick up for herself in situations where she probably didn't have to and is not normal to. And likes and dislikes, I kept this kind of vague for now, as I think she doesn't really know who she is herself. So all we've kind of really got is favourite colours, and we've also got kind of music and Sims characteristics. She loves family motivated Sims and funny Sims. I think she's sort of got this from her boyfriend's side of the family. They're a very strong kind of family unit, which is very different to how she grew up. So I think best to do now, I'm going to take you through and show you her family and her boyfriend's family. So if you didn't already know, Annie has also just found out she's pregnant. So she's had to run away purely for the fact that her parents and her had a massive argument. They, especially her dad, don't want her around, and she's just realised that she's going to have to go out on her own if she wants to keep this baby. So let's go through and I'll introduce you to the family. So this is Eric Thompson. This is her dad. As you can see, they've got kind of a difficult family dynamic and don't really get on. You can see the red bar. They don't really like each other at the moment. More from Eric's side than Annie's. She's just wanted to get away and he's said he's never going to be happy with the life she's decided to live. So that's where she is now. We've got Nina, who is her mum. You can see they're distant. Nina's not as kind of strict as Eric is. She's wants to kind of be there for Annie, but feels like she can't because her husband is so against it. You've then got Mason, who is Annie's boyfriend and baby daddy. So yes, they've got a brilliant relationship, but he doesn't actually know that she's pregnant. So she's only just found out herself. How that's going to affect the relationship, I don't know, but they're 17, so it's a difficult time. They've got no money, as you can see, nothing in the bank. And this is her living situation. She owns a tent and a fridge, so not exactly the best start, but she's going to make her way through it, I think. And we also have Mason's family, so his two sisters, Daisy and Evie, they're twins, and you've got Kirsten and Charles, who are Mason's parents. You can see she really gets on with the twins. They've got that really close bond, and she pretty much gets on with his parents better than her own. They're more kind of accepting, and her parents are very sort of strict and don't really want her to be herself. So they're kind of people that she's rebelling against, and it's finally got to that point where I think she's decided enough's enough, which has led her to this position where she's been able to afford herself a tent and a little mini fridge, and she's in Willow Creek having to get by. So it's 6 a.m. on a Monday morning. She has school in 2 hours, and she also has a job. She's only just got this job because obviously she's never had to have a job before. Her parents always kind of paid for everything for her. So I think best things first, she's hungry, she's smelly. Let's get out of here and let's go to the gym so we can get ourselves a shower and hopefully find a little something to eat. But I can't even remember if there's any sort of, we might have to go to the bar, but I mean, what 17-year-old are they going to let into a bar at 6 a.m? I don't know, but we'll have to figure that one out. There may be something we can harvest around here, but I don't even think it's spawned in yet. So we might have to get something at school by the looks of things. But she's showered, she's clean. Oh, as anyone, that's not a bar. Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those where she's going to have to try and eat at school. But finally, we've got a couple of bits around which she can collect and make some money. She's obviously got nothing. So if we can get a little bit of money, we can buy some food at school. I do have the high school pack, so I will go through that kind of in this sort of let's play as well, because what I have done is, oh, she can't even collect anything. What we have done is I have extended the kind of pregnancy lifespan, so she'll be pregnant for longer and be a teen for longer, because when it's this sort of series, you don't want to feel like you rushed and all of a sudden there's the baby. She needs to kind of, she's only 17. It's almost like you want it to feel like it's been a year and she's had that sort of time. So we are at school ready to go, and I think it calls for some breakfast. We did manage to harvest a leaf frog and a time capsule, so let me just sell those. We've not done our homework, so how well this is going to go I'm not sure, but I think we're going to get over here, get ourselves some food. And she's always wanted to do well in school. You know, she's always done well up until this point, and she doesn't want to let this sort of ruin her chances of where she wants to go in life. But yeah, we'll get a lunch, a little junior lunch, even though it's not lunch, but you know, it's cheap and it will fill her up. So yeah, I think plan also is we want to make some friends. We still want her to have a life and, you know, be happy and do everything else a normal teen would do. We don't want her to feel like she can't because she's in this situation. But yeah, I think making some friends. So she's had some food and she's going to lesson now. So she's in here with a couple of other teens. She's not really had a chance to introduce herself yet. Already kind of sat on her phone, which isn't great. But skills wise, I've not actually showed you. She does have some skills. So I'll kind of let this class play through. But So we've got a bit of comedy still, a bit of charisma, handiness, logic, painting, video gaming, and research and debate. She does want to become a writer. She's very creative, but you never know what could happen in life. She may end up wanting to go down something else, some other sort of path, but we'll kind of let that play out as the series does. So lessons over, and for some reason they have a 3-hour lunch, which, I mean, sounds alright, doesn't it? But I think she needs some sort of lunch. Hopefully we can get something warm, because, you know, she's going to be living on quick meals for a while. We've got a text from Ash, which is asking if she wants to join after school activities. There's a bunch of them, like cheerleading and football, depending on what you're into. Also, you might want to check out the Plumbite Cove. There are fun rides on the pier and it's a good place to hang out. Great advice, but she's got stuff going on. She can't be going to the pier right now. So let's just try, make some money and get ourselves some sort of little house the best we can. I know it's not that easy, but we've got ourselves a job, we're in the right direction. But, you know, she's always had that sort of support from her family financially. Her dad's a lawyer, so it's quite a well-off household, and she can't exactly live the life she used to live. We're going to get to know Cassandra Goth, because why the hell not? You know, she can't exactly be picky about her friends. Oh, her boyfriend is calling. A bit in a weird place right now. Do you mind if I come crash with you for a while? So maybe something's happened with his parents. Maybe they've fallen out. Do you mind if I come crash with you for a while? I promise I won't take up too much room. I just need to get away for a bit. What are you going to do? Crash on my couch or what? I don't think Annie would want that. I think she's just found out she's pregnant and she's not even told him. So I don't think she's going to want him in her house. Well, her tent. Well, I mean, it's up to her, but I don't think she'd say yes to that. Anyway, class. I'm trying to just play for this day kind of quick, just to get the sort of base of the series sorted, so you can kind of get to know our characters. But she's learning in her classes, and end of day report. The teachers have collected homework and dismissed their students. Some Sims are still hanging around, but everyone is free to head home. After noting how students performed on their homework and in class, here's how everyone did. Annie impressed her teachers and learned a lot. Perfect. Well, that works out well, considering we didn't even do her homework. So, we haven't actually taken a pregnancy test in game, so I'm going to do that now. Obviously Annie knows, but we haven't got that set up in the game as of yet. So, eating for 2. I have set the span for pregnancy to 10 days. I kind of wanted it to last longer than the 3 days. I just don't think it's enough time. So that is my plan. So, right. Do we have work today? We don't have work, which is annoying because we wanted to try and earn some money. But we're going to have to go home and see what we can do to earn a bit of extra cash. Hopefully we can find some harvestables and some things like that, but it's not as easy as that, I don't think. So we are back home, and funnily enough, her dad is calling. Hey honey, it's Dad. When are you going to come visit? I put all my love and effort into raising you. You can at least drop by once in a while and tell your old dad you love him, can't you? This is a difficult one. I think because obviously they've had this argument and she's ran off, he feels bad, I think, because he still loves her. It's still his daughter at the end of the day, but I think she wouldn't want to right now. She's angry, she's upset. She's told them that she's in a vulnerable position and he's basically binned her off. So, yeah, I don't think it's the time right now. But I think Eric feels slightly guilty for the way he spoke to her. And that was maybe him trying to kind of reconcile the situation, but I don't think that's really what she wants, if I'm honest. So we are going to harvest and collect as much as we possibly can. She hasn't got work today, so we can do this. We've got the time. Then we're going to grab ourselves some food. Mason's, do you want to go on a date? Again, she's going to say no. He's being very clingy. She's said no, you can't stay around. Now she's saying no to the date. She's just found out she's pregnant. She's absolutely bricking it. She doesn't know what's going on in her own head, let alone having to explain to him why she's acting so off. So I think she'd rather just ignore him for the time being and focus on herself. Daisy, that is Mason's little sister. I think she's kind of implying here that she kind of misses her coming around, and Mason's obviously not seen her for a couple of days, so I think there's that sort of struggle. But I think Annie is just worrying about what's going to happen to her, so she's trying to get by on her own. She doesn't like the thought of having to rely on anyone, so I think she's just taking some time. But we've collected quite a lot of stuff, so I'll sell all of this, which is going to give us a nice pretty penny. Hopefully get a bit of homework done, and let's look at what frogs we've got so we can just breed it with a random one. I'm just going to sell them. They're all only worth 10 simoleons anyway, so let's just get rid. Right, 578 simoleons on day 1. I don't think that's doing too bad, so we'll let Annie continue with our homework. She's kind of just, she's a bit sad. I think she's just trying to get by and she just doesn't quite know how to go about it. You know, she's trying to make school a priority, but with her situation at the minute, I don't think she can. Oh, Mason's just trying to put the house. Oh my god. And she's over here doing her homework. You know what? It's nice that he's checking up on her, but I think he's lovely. I think he just wants to know what's going on because she's ignoring him. But, you know, oh, there he is. He's literally, she can't even hide. She doesn't even have walls to hide behind. You know, I think now might be the time to tell him. She's going to share the big news, I think. I hate in The Sims that they always react happy to this, even when you don't think they would react happy. So, see, I think it's more shock than anything. I don't think that was too happy of a reaction. I think that was shock. So that is the end of episode 1 of our Runaway Teen Challenge. I thought I'd leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger there, ready for next episode. So I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe.